If you are on the search for a new and exciting podcast, check out the Do-Rag Report, hosted by the Beige Bomber, Big Germ, and Roy B. Light. This is a podcast with three hood intellectuals putting a different twist on everyday news. Follow them on Instagram at the Do-Rag Report or listen to them on Spotify and SoundCloud.
Merry Christmas.
Here we go, yeah, we're trying to lighten your load. I know this week was tough, the devil put on the show, but oh, what he didn't know, yeah, God is on your side, and for this moment you were chose. Take that. We tough, yeah, but we tough. Made for this, who, we, us. So walk around with your mean mug, or sit back and kick your feet up. Heart is heavy, but the love is steady. Turn the volume up and get ready, cause the show is about to begin. Welcome everybody to 3-Day Weekend. Episode 5, we back, baby.
We back.
Yes, sir, we have an exciting show for you today. Shanika, give them the rundown.
On the Christmas episode, we're talking about, have you ever been starstruck? Has someone ever shot down your dreams? And Christmas as a child versus an adult. Stay tuned.
I'm ready. Let's get it. Something pretty cool happened to me today.
What?
I was at the Galleria and I was doing some last minute Christmas shopping, and I really didn't want to go to the Galleria because the day before I went, it was so packed. I had on the wrong shoes. My feet were hurting. I played basketball earlier that day and my knees was hurting. And I just didn't feel like going. I didn't feel like being in the Galleria on yesterday. So I didn't buy nothing, but I knew I had to go again on today because I needed to finish doing my Christmas shopping. And so I'm inside of the Galleria and I'm going to the store and I'm standing in line. You know, they got lines now outside of the stores. And so I'm standing in line and I look up and I'm like, man, this dude in front of me look real familiar. But you never know because everybody wearing masks now.
Mm-hmm.
And so I kept looking at him and sizing him up or whatever. And then I was like, man, I think this is somebody like famous or whatever. And so I started to see other people notice that person. And I said, oh, I think that is who I think it is. One of the other people that was at the Galleria, they came and was like, can I get a picture with you? And he was like, yeah, sure. And he took a picture with somebody. I was like, man, that's who I think it is. So, what's crazy about it is because I'm not that type of person that get all excited about celebrities or anything like that. Why are you making that face?
Really?
You think I am?
If it's somebody you like.
I'm talking about meeting them in person. I ever fanned out on somebody before?
I mean, not like crazy. You get excited.
But I'm saying I'm not like, man, let me take a picture with you and nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so I'm standing there. By the way, let me go ahead and tell everybody who it is. It was the head coach of the Houston Rockets, Coach Silas. What's funny is I'm standing there and I'm like, man, I want to say something to him, but I don't know what to say. And I don't want to seem like I'm bothering him because you know how some celebrities a lot of celebrities, they kind of got this attitude that they think they,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't like approaching.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you try to stun on me, I'm going to get mad. And ain't no telling what I might do. But anyway, so I was standing there and I was like, you know what? Let me say something to him. But I didn't know what to say. But I was like, yo, coach, I don't want to bother you or nothing like that. And you know what's funny? The first thing I thought about was my fur kids.
Really?
Yes. And I don't know why, but I did. And what I did, I was like, coach, I'm not trying to bother you or nothing like that, but if you can you give a shout out to my high school boys basketball team and just kind of wish them well this season and stuff like that? Without any hesitation, he did it.
That's nice.
Look, I handed him my phone. He did it, and it was really nice. Like, he was a good, genuine, solid dude. And so we still standing in line after he does it, and then he goes into the store before me. Before he left, he was like, all right, man, take care or whatever, and good luck this season. I was like, man, this is a good dude, man.
A really nice person.
Yeah, because he didn't have to do that. I just appreciate that. And I was like, man, thank you, because I know my boys, they gonna really appreciate that. I was just really appreciative.
That's good. Some people, even though, their status or whatever, they're really down to earth and nice, good-hearted people.
Yeah, he's a solid dude. Because of that, I'm rooting extra hard for the Rockets now. I mean, that's already my team, but
now you putting a little extra on that.
Yeah. And I was sitting there, I was like, man, I don't want to ask him no Harden questions, because Harden trying to lead the Rockets.
Yeah.
I ain't want to go there with it, and I just thought about my boys. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That's nice.
But you know what's funny? On the car ride home, right? I'm one of them people like, man, I should have said this. Or I should have said this. Because we were sitting in line for a while. Because they only letting in a few people.
At a time.
And so we just standing there, and on the ride home, I'm like, man, I should have said something I should have started having like coaching talk or something like with them, or breaking down film or something. I even thought about this. It's this app on my phone, and it's called Huddle. And basically what it is you can film your games, and so you can go back and look at them and replay them and stuff like that, and you could have like a film session with your team. And I was like, man, I should have asked him to look at this film and kind of break it down, or I could have asked him if I could have came to a film study session or something, or I could have went to practice or something. I don't know. I just had all these ideas of like, man, I should have said this, I should have said that, but it's all good though. But it was a good experience.
It makes you know the type of person to strive to be once you get to a certain level. Still being nice, kind-hearted.
I think that's the type of dude that I would be. Like if I ever met that type of status or something like that. Yeah. I'm never gonna front on nobody.
Yeah, you still be nice. I'm sure just like anybody, they get tired of people, asking them stuff or coming up or something, but even to still remain in good spirits and be nice about it.
Yeah, that was cool. For those of y'all that actually want to see the video, because he did do a shout out, I'm not lying about this, you can go look at our Instagram page. I'm going to post it on there, and you can just see this good, kind gesture that Coach Silas did, man. Shout out to the Houston Rockets. Shout out to them. He gave us a shout out. Hoped us well this season, and I hope them well this season as well, too. So let's go, Houston. I did something the other day that I was really proud of.
What?
And you actually helped me with this, but most of the work I did kind of like with this podcast. But anyway, we'll talk about something else. I was just kidding. No, but I wrote a play. That's all.
I'm thinking you about to say.
No, I'm just saying
the next line.
I wrote a play.
You did. You did a good job.
I wrote a play. How many people have written a play before?
Nobody really.
I've never done anything like that before. I mean, I've written music and stuff like that, but I've never written a play before, and I really felt accomplished. It was actually a play on the birth of Jesus. Well, not necessarily. It was the 2020 version of it. And I was so excited about this, and I started telling people about it, and I wanted other people's opinions because I was like, man, this is so cool. And I just wanted to see how they felt. I wanted them to be just as excited as I was. And so I started sharing it with people. I shared it with my family first. And I shared it with a couple of my friends. But let me ask this. Has this ever happened to you? It's like you've had a great idea, right? Something that you are so excited about it, and you think that this can be really something that's important or something great. And you start sharing it with people, and they kind of shut your dream or shut your idea down. Has that ever happened to you before? No.
I don't know.
You don't have many ideas like that. I'm just
really
asking. You know me. I be having ideas all the time. Yeah. I'm always coming up with podcast ideas and products and all type of stuff. And a lot of times Zoe, you can't be barking in here. a lot of times when someone has an idea and they start sharing it with people, and that those people don't have the same excitement or the same desire that you have, it's really discouraging.
Yeah.
It's disappointing, especially when it's people that you value their opinion and you want their support. But it's disheartening. The reason I'm telling you this story, because like I said, I wrote this play and I started sharing it with people, and some of the people near and dear to my heart didn't share in that same excitement. And I can understand
To a certain extent.
to a certain extent. Thank you. It's your opinion. You know, you feel how you feel about something. But my problem is when they start picking it apart and saying, well, I'm not asking you to analyze it, or I'm not asking you to find every little thing wrong with my idea. And I understand that
You may
you're
view
probably
something different than what other people view things differently than what you're viewing them, so they look at it different.
Right. I'm saying, okay, I understand that maybe your heart is in the right place and you're trying to help. But sometimes you kill a person's spirit or you kill a person's dream instead of saying, okay, well, I don't like that idea, or I don't think that's going to work, or people are going to be offended because of this. Maybe try suggesting different things rather than, no, I don't think that's going to work, or no, I don't think that's a good idea.
I think everything can't be shared sometimes. Sometimes people are given, different ideas or gifts or talents or something. And sometimes when you have, what's that saying about having like too many hands in the cookie jar? Like it's too many opinions or too many people involved in something that, for instance, you were given the idea of. Maybe, I think with certain things, if a lot of people is going to be involved in it, you're going to have to, not necessarily you, I'm saying in general, you have to have a thick skin because everyone's not going to like it. Everyone's not going to like what you do. But think about all of the people with these great ideas that somebody told them, oh, no, that's not a good idea, or I don't like that, or...
Well, you know what's funny? Because I kind of said the same thing to you when we started doing this podcast.
Yeah.
It's like, ain't it hard to follow your own advice? Like, we quick to give advice to other people.
Yeah.
But we get put in that same situation, it's a whole nother story. But no, like I shared with you, I said, look, are you sure you want to do this podcast? Because there are going to be people that like it and don't like it. And people going to share their opinions. They may say certain different things. They may say mean things and stuff like that. So that kind of goes to what you were saying.
And sometimes, like I say, with certain things may not need to be everyone involved in something. If a gift or something is given to a person, sometimes when people start messing with it, like you say, you get discouraged and whatever the plan or idea or thing never comes into existence.
Right. I'm not going to front. I got real discouraged. Matter of fact, I actually just decided not to do it. For those of y'all that are listening, I'm going to go a little bit more in depth. I wrote this play. It was actually supposed to be this episode. We were going to record the play.
For the Christmas episode.
And I just got so discouraged because the people that I shared this with, who I wanted to be a part of this, like have roles in the play, they just didn't agree with what I was doing. And like I said earlier, it was a Christmas play. It was the birth of Jesus, but it was like a updated 2020 version. I was sitting up thinking one day, because I talked to a few people about the situation, about how I was feeling discouraged because I was getting people that didn't want to be a part of it. And some of the things that they were telling me, some advice I got was, look, it's your thing. Everyone's not going to agree with it.
Correct.
Some people are going to like it. Some people are not. But when God gives you a gift, you just got to roll with it. Or an idea or something like that. But I just got discouraged and I just decided not to do it.
Well, let me ask you this. What did you learn from that experience?
Well, kind of like you said, I mean, I can't share everything with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
However, I do value certain people's opinion when I'm getting ready to do something.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't let that stop me if it's something deep down that I really want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because my whole thing was sharing the love of Christ. That's what I wanted to do. And it may not be the exact version in the Bible, and it may not go word for word, but it wasn't designed to be a documentary. It was designed to pique your interest, just kind of get you to laugh and just spread some love and stuff like that.
Intrigue you.
And
maybe
maybe
go read the
exactly
story for yourself.
Exactly. That was my whole plan about it. So it's not gonna happen this year, but maybe next year. Who knows? It's still written up. I took some time
using
with
the
it.
same one because ain't nobody writing all of that over.
Look, I ain't gonna front. I took a lot of time with it. Shanika even helped me with it, and I was really proud of it.
You were excited. I remember, I don't know, you was in the living room or something. Like I was asleep and you woke up all excited
Yeah, I woke
talking
up.
about like
Yeah, I
this
woke up at
idea
like
and stuff you had.
I was working on that one. I started working on that at like 5 in the morning one morning, and I get in these modes or I get in these grooves where I have all these ideas and I just want to keep working because I get in this zone. And so that was just one of those times where I got in this zone and I just didn't want to stop working.
Yeah.
So, but who knows what the future holds? We might break this one out next
2021.
2020 Christmas 2021.
That's a long time from now.
But it's all good. All right, it's the holiday season. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Okay.
Christmas is Christmas is my favorite.
Christmas
is my favorite holiday.
It?
But you know what though? Christmas, I want to talk about this. Let's do it like this. Christmas as a kid versus Christmas as an adult. What are your thoughts on that? Tell me this. What was your Christmas experience as a child?
Christmas was always good for me. I am an only child, so
Oh, y'all know what that means.
Nothing.
Spoiled.
I'm not. So I mean, Christmas was
You probably
always
used
good.
to get everything you wanted, huh?
Majority. I've always liked the same type of stuff. Well, as I got older, kid Christmas, I wanted, like toys, and I think at one point I really liked like house shoes. I remember getting some. I remember getting
Hold on. House shoes, dog.
Yes.
Can you imagine being a kid asking on your Christmas list? What do you want Santa to bring you?
Well, I never believed in Santa. Never believed in Santa. It was always growing up, Christmas was about the birth of Jesus, and my parents bought me gifts. I knew my parents bought me gifts.
When I was little, I did believe in Santa Claus. Mm-hmm. But when I got older, like 7, 8, 9, then my parents really kind of told me that.
Yeah, I don't ever remember a time of me believing in Santa Claus.
Okay.
I don't know how well that worked out in school, but I really, as far as like, other kids and...
You know what? Let me tell you the story. I was working at a school maybe 4 or 5 years ago. And of course, I know there's no Santa Claus. Mm-hmm. But around Christmas time at the school, kids are in the Christmas spirit and stuff like that. And one of the kids was talking to another kid. Now, remind you, this is like 1st through 3rd grade. Mm-hmm. Like we had a classroom that had 1st, 2nd, and 3rd graders in it. And so, normally, or not normally, but you get in the 3rd grade, you pretty much know your parents probably didn't told you that there was no Christmas.
I don't know. How old are you in the 3rd grade?
How old are you? Probably 7 or 8.
No, them kids believe in Santa. You ain't no 7. You what? No, you're not. You older than that in the 3rd grade. In the 1st grade,
9.
you 6 and 7. So 2nd grade, 7, 8. third grade, 8 and 9. I still think some of them kids believe in Santa.
Well, anyway, so remind you, I'm in a classroom with first, second, and third graders. One of the third graders tells the first grader, you know there's no Santa Claus, right? Bro, when I tell you the look on that kid's face was so, it hurt my heart because it was like, what? Like, it hurt my heart because I was like, dang, this can't be the way you find out that there's no Santa Claus. Like, that hurt. I felt the pain because your parents or somebody, they want to be able to
like
explain
sit you
it
down
to you.
or something and tell you.
Yeah,
them kids tell it.
Man, them kids
tell
will
it
tell
like
the
it
truth.
is.
You ain't lying. But going back, so no, hold up, we gotta go back to this. So on this Christmas list of yours,
I don't know if it was necessarily. No,
Barbie,
I don't know if it was necessarily
Barbie Dream House, Ken and Barbie toy sets, and some house shoes.
I don't know if it was like that, but I
Okay.
do remember I had some Winnie the Pooh house shoes. I remember I had like these pink glittery house shoes. I did like house shoes a lot when I was younger. I still kind of do now. I just don't wear them as much.
My Christmas experience as a kid was, I love Christmas because we would have like 2 Christmases. We would always celebrate on my dad's side Christmas Eve, and everybody on his side, we all get together and exchange presents and fellowship and all of that. And then on Christmas, my mom's side always get together. So it was like 2 Christmases. It was awesome. We used to have so much fun. Used to get pretty much everything you wanted because both sides of the family had so many cousins and you just sharing and getting gifts and stuff like that. So it was really fun. That's Christmas as
We used to go to my grandma's house, and I remember we had this thing. I think my cousins out there, they're older than me, like some years older than me. But so I think for a while before they start having kids, I was like the youngest one. And so the thing was, and that my parents would take all of my gifts down to my grandma's house and I would open them on Christmas Day, like everything. They would take everything down there. And so the thing became, after I opened my gifts, and they had like, visitors and stuff. They stay smaller towns. So people would come by to wish you Merry Christmas and all type of stuff and want to see what you got and all kind of stuff. So the thing was, I would lay all my stuff out on the bed in the room that I was sleeping. All of my stuff would be laid out in there in the bed. And we open gifts Christmas morning, usually in like pajamas. And I think I would be the one when we get up. I will open gifts and then we open some more gifts like later on.
spoil.
I'm
Just
not.
spoil.
I did have a Barbie. I did like Barbies.
and house shoes.
Yeah.
Well, I know what I need to get you for Christmas this year. I'm gonna get you some house shoes.
I have house shoes.
Yep. You don't wear them.
I do wear them sometimes. Well, now with this floor, now I don't know. I have a thing where I like to be bare feet.
Why your feet hard?
They're not.
But
The
you know what?
lies.
Christmas as an adult, I will say this. As a kid, you were happy about getting stuff. You want to get something. What I'm gonna get? But as an adult, I can truly say I love giving. I love giving gifts because I like to see the joy that it brings someone that you're getting them something that they want or wasn't expecting. Like, I like to see that. You and I as a family and my whole family this year actually did something really special this year. We actually gave to a family that was in need. We got them bunk beds. We got them mattresses.
And some comforters.
That brings me more joy than getting a gift could ever bring me, because that's what it's about. It's about giving. It's about spreading love. It's about spreading love of Christ. And I have a new perspective on Christmas. And I can't necessarily say that it was better when I was younger or it's better now. But I've always loved Christmas. And I
have too. And I've always liked getting gifts.
You still like getting
Even
gifts.
when it's not Christmas.
So she not like me. She still want them gifts.
Yes.
Like
I
I'll be
still
alright
like
if I don't get
gifts.
nothing, but she wants something. And ain't nothing wrong with that, I guess. So we started a Christmas tradition, you and I think maybe last year. Or-
Maybe so.
I think so.
It's been a lot of Christmases.
Well, we watch a Christmas movie every night or every day, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so our game this week, dun, 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 I have 10 movie titles
Okay.
that are Christmas movies.
Okay.
Now, these are either real Christmas movies or they are fake Christmas movies.
Okay.
Okay? You have to decide whether it's a real Christmas movie or not.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, here's the first movie. Black Christmas. Is it a real Christmas movie or a fake Christmas movie?
Black Christmas?
Yes,
I say it's fake.
you are correct. The next one. A Princess for Christmas.
I think that's fake too.
Why do you say that?
I think it's a prince for Christmas.
You are incorrect.
Ah.
That is a real movie.
Hmm.
Okay? Starring Roger Moore,
don't
Katie
know.
McGraw. You don't know who those people are. Okay. Okay. Okay, here's the next one. Get Santa.
Get Santa? That's
Yeah.
fake.
You are incorrect.
What? This is not right.
Came out in 2014. Jim Broadbent.
Okay.
You don't care. Okay. Next. Home Alone 5.
That's fake. It's 4.
You are incorrect.
It is not no Home Alone 5.
Yes, it is.
What kind of mess is this?
It doesn't have Macaulay Culkin in it, but there is a Home Alone 5.
I ain't watched nothing past the first one. So.
Don't do that because the first one
Don't
and the
even.
second one,
No,
are
don't even.
classics.
They are not. Please.
whatever. Here
I
you
could do
go.
without them.
Okay, you talk about bad reviews or bad, people saying bad stuff to you. They gonna say bad stuff.
Whatever.
to you
I could
about-
do without Home Alone.
Are you
1
kidding
through
me?
5.
Please.
I can count on my
Lord.
fingers the number of time I've watched that movie.
That's sad. All right, here we go. Next movie. Christmas in the Smokies.
Fake.
You ain't good at this game.
Don't none of these movies sound real. In the Smokies. What is the Smokies?
Like the Smoky Mountains.
We live in Houston. Ain't no mountains.
Okay. Next movie. A Bad Mom's Christmas.
That's a real movie.
You are correct. Why did you think that was?
Because I've seen that on Netflix. I haven't watched the movie, but I've seen
You saw it.
saw the title.
Okay, cool. How many you got right so far?
All of them.
Okay. All right, next one. The Christmas Chronicles.
That's the real movie.
You are correct.
We watched that, didn't we?
Yeah, we got to watch the second one. Maybe we'll watch that one tonight. Next one. Grandma got ran over by a reindeer.
That's a song.
Grandma got ran over by a reindeer.
It might be a movie too. Say, I know it's a cartoon thing. I don't know if it's like the little video to the song, but it's true.
You are correct. All right. I got 2 more. Rudolph's Winter Mayhem.
That ain't real.
You are correct. Good job. And finally, Frosty's Frostbite.
Negative. Negative. If that's a movie, that is a problem.
You are correct. That's not a movie. All right. Yeah, so, yes, that is our game for this week. Our winter tradition. We got to check some of these movies out. Like I said, every Christmas, we try to watch a Christmas movie every night during the holiday season. And maybe you could check out some of those on your free time. Maybe you could start your own tradition when watching holiday movies. So
Have a Merry Christmas.
and a Happy New Year. Ho, 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 ho.
Ain't no Santa.
Goodbye.